Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for cantilever beam. Here is the question. This is cantilever beam having one end is fixed, another end is free. The span is 5 meter, having two loads. One is uniform distributed load, another one is point load. Point load is acting 1 meter from free end and uniformly distributed load is acting 4 meter from free end. Okay, here's shear force calculation. Before going to calculate shear force, what is meant by shear force? It is the algebraic sum of all the vertical forces acting on a beam, either right side or left side of the section. This is the basic definition. Okay. Then we have to consider the sign conventions for shear force. Sign convention. If you calculating from right of the section means right side of the section, left. Right means the downward direction forces are positive, the upward direction forces are negative. If you considering from left to right means the downward direction is negative, upward direction is positive. I am considering from right to left. So I am write it as right to left. Okay. Here is the question. Shear force. Okay. Here you consider to hiding. Place some object at the beam. Now focusing at B, I am hiding all of the loads and only focusing at B. At a B point, there is no load is acting. Here, no load is acting at a point B. So the shear force at B is 0. Next, I am moving and hide other loads and focusing on point C, shear force at C. Here, shear force at C having two loads. One is point load, another one is UDL. So we have to separate the shear force at C in two. First one is considering the UDL alone. First, you neglect the shear point load and consider the UDL. So write it as without point load. So first shear force at C is considering the UDL only, because here two load is acting, one is UDL, another is point load. So I am considering point UDL only. So here also the UDL is acting 2 kilonewton per meter. Okay. Here the UDL is acting downwards. UDL is acting downwards. So if I am taking right to left, so UDL is acting downwards means downward forces are positive. So I am write it as positive plus the load is the load is 2 kilonewton per meter. Here for UDL is acting overall the beam. Throughout the beam the UDL is acting. So we taking 2 into 1. So write it as 2 load into 1 as distance equal to plus 2 kilonewton. Next we considering the point load. What is the previous shear force value? Plus 2 is the previous shear force value, and here the point I am now considering the point load. So point load is acting downwards, taking right to left. The downwards means positive plus the load is 3 here plus 5 kilonewton. Again I'm telling why I am separating this shear force at C, because here two load is acting, one is point load, another one is UDL. So I am separating this shear force at C in two ways, 2 points. First one is without considering the point load, second one is considering the point load. Without considering the point load, I am considering UDL only. So UDL is acting downwards, right to left. Downwards means positive, plus here UDL is acting, UDL is uniform distributed load. The load is uniform distributed throughout the section. So we have to consider the length also. So 2 into 1 equal to 2 kilonewton. Next, shear force at C with the point load. What is the previous shear force value is plus 2 is the previous shear force value. I am taking that, plus with the point load means the point load is 3 kilonewton is acting at C. So 2 plus 3 equal to plus 5 kilonewton. Do you understand? Next, shear force at D. Shear force at D means here UDL is also acting, point load is also acting. So first I am taking the point load. The point load is acting downwards, right to left. The downwards is positive 3. Here the point load has no distance. The point load is acting perpendicular to the surface. So there is no distance. For this UDL, the 2 kilonewton UDL is kilonewton per meter UDL is acting throughout the section between B and D. So 2 into the UDL is also acting downward direction. Downward means positive, plus 2 into what is the distance? 3 into 1. 3 plus 1 4, plus 3 plus 8 plus 11 kilonewton. Do you understand? Shear force at A. Between A and D there is no load. So we write 11 kilonewton plus 11 kilonewton. Do you understand? Again I am telling shear force at B. Here no load is acting at a point B, so 0. Shear force at C, two load is acting, one is point load and another one is UDL. So I am separate the load and write it as shear force at C, shear force at C without point load, with the point load. Without point load means I am only considering the UDL. So UDL is acting downwards. UDL means uniformly distributed load. So we consider the length also. For shear force length also we have to consider 2 into 1 is 2 kilonewton. With the point load means what is the previous shear force value? Plus 2 plus 3 is plus 5. Shear force at D. Here shear force at D, full UDL is acting, one point load is acting. So here no load is acting at D. Here the load is acting at C. Shear force at C. Here load is acting at the point C. So but here D is not like that. So we taking consider separately we have to taken. So point load is 3 kilonewton is acting. So plus 3 downward direction, and UDL is acting between D and B. So the length is 4 meter. The UDL is downward direction. So positive 2 into 4 is 8, 11 kilonewton. Between A and D there is no load. So 11 kilonewton. Okay, using this now we are going to draw shear force. Extend the lines. Okay, draw the datum. Okay, before we start to draw we have to consider some lines. Shear force. For shear force diagram, point load means we have to draw straight line. is vertical straight line. No load means straight line, horizontal. If UDL is acting, inclined line should be drawn. Okay, first we mark A, D, C and B. Mark the value of shear force here. What is the shear force value of B? For B is 0. What is the shear force value of C? Without point load is 2 kN. Here 2 kN. With the point load is 5 kN. Again drawn its mark it at the point C. Shear force at D is 11 kN. Here 11 kN. Shear force at A also 11 kN. Okay. By using this we have to draw. Here see, between B and C is UDL and point load is there. First we calculate the UDL. So UDL in diagram, if UDL is present, the shear force diagram line becomes inclined line. Here UDL means inclined line should be drawn. Between A to B, one UDL is acting, so we draw the UDL inclined line. After that, the point load is present. So point load means vertical straight line. We have to draw a vertical straight line. C, again between D and C having a UDL, so we have to draw UDL means inclined line. Between D and C, inclined UDL is acting, so inclined line is drawn. To draw inclined line, after that between A and D no load is present. So no load means horizontal straight line. So draw a horizontal line. Shear force diagram positive. Again I am telling, between C and B UDL is present and one point load is present. So first UDL means an inclined line should be drawn. After that straight vertical line should be drawn. After between D and C UDL only present, so UDL means inclined line. The inclined line is drawn. After A and D there is no load. No load condition means horizontal straight line, so straight line is drawn. Okay. Next, first bending moment. What is mean bending moment? Bending moment means the algebraic sum of moments of a all vertical load acting on a beam, either left or right of the section. Here also same. We consider in the moment of vertical loads. Okay. Shear force. Sign convention for shear force. For anti-clockwise is positive. For clockwise negative. So clockwise moments are anti-clockwise moments are positive, clockwise moments are negative. So this is diagram. Here is the diagram. Shear force. Okay. Bending moment diagram. Calculation. Bending moment at B. Again place some hide other force, other members, other loads and focusing at B. Here B having a no load, so 0. Move to next load. focusing at C, bending moment is at C. So here C having two loads, one is UDL, another one is point load, but the point load is acting at the point of C. So at the point of C having no distance, no perpendicular distance, so 0. What is in bending moment means it is the load force into length. It's the force into length is the moment. So at the C point, the point load is acting no distance, no perpendicular distance, so 0. But for this UDL having a perpendicular distance is 1 meter. Before, for point load means only we taking the load into length. For moment, load into distance, perpendicular distance. For UDL means load into length by 2, or write it as WL square by 2. Okay, wow. Load into length square by 2. This is the UDL moment value. Okay, wow. Moment conversion. Here the UDL is acting, so load is 2 kilonewton per meter, length is 1. So write it as, here C, the UDL is acting downwards, so place one finger at C and move the UDL towards C means anti-clockwise. So clockwise means negative, put minus sign and write WL square by 2. W is 2, L square is 1 square by 2 equal to minus 1 kilonewton meter. Do you understand? Between B and C having two loads, one is UDL is acting between B and C and point load is acting at C. So we consider bending moment at C only. So at the point the 3 kN is acting, distance is 0. So we neglect that point load and we focusing on UDL only. The UDL is acting downward direction. Downward means it's a clockwise moment. So clockwise means negative. So put minus sign. The moment convention for UDL is WL square by 2. W is load. L is 1 meter square by 2. So is minus 1 kilonewton meter. Now going for bending moment at D. Here D point having UDL and point load. First we focusing on point load. Put one finger here D and put another finger at C and move this load towards D. It's acting clockwise direction. Clockwise direction means negative. Put minus sign. What is the point load value? 3 into C, moment equal to point load, W into L. W is load, L is length. The length between D and C is 3 meter. Again UDL is present, so UDL also moves clockwise direction towards the D. So clockwise is negative. Put minus sign and 2 kilonewton acting the length of 4 meter. Here 3, here plus 1 4. So 2 into 4 square by 2 equal to, do you understand? WL square by 2. W is the load, 4 is the length by 2. Here the value is minus 9 minus 16 is minus 25 kilonewton meter. Next for bending moment at A. Bending moment at A means C, moment at A we have to consider. Okay, for point load, here two load is acting, one is point load, another one is UDL. For A, the point load is acting clockwise direction, so put minus, load is 3 into, the distance is 3 plus 1 4. Now again the UDL is acting. The UDL is acting for some distance only, not entire span. The UDL is not acting. So before we going to write this, some formula is there. W L square by 2 minus W into load, UDL load into remaining length. Remaining length means this is a remaining length. Due to this UDL, the moment also created here also the moment is give some changes. So we taking this remaining length. Remaining length is 1 meter. UDL is W is the load of UDL. UDL load is 2. Length is the UDL is acting on the length of 4 meter. So 4 into remaining length is 1. This is the remaining length. Okay. Write it as this load is also acting downwards. Sorry, clockwise direction. Clockwise means negative. Put negative sign. Here see negative direction, negative. Here 2 W L square by 2. W L square value 3 plus 1 4 by 2. Put minus C W L into remaining length. W is 2, L is 4 into 1. Because why we add this extra value? Because the load is not acting entire span. It's act for some distance. So we have to consider this method. Now we calculate minus 12 minus 16 minus 8 is minus 36. Minus 36 kilonewton meter. Again I am telling shear force at B is 0 because there is no load. Shear force at C is considering here two load is acting. One is point load and is UDL. Point load is acting at the point but UDL is acting between C and B. So at the point having no distance. So 0. Here the UDL is acting between D and B and C. The UDL is moves towards C by clockwise direction. So put minus. UDL convention, moment convention for UDL is W L square by 2. So W is the load is a W. L is 1 square by 2 is minus 1 kilonewton meter. And bending moment at D equal to, see here bending moment at D, here point load and UDL is acting. At that point of D there is no load is acting. So we calculating this length. The point load is acting clockwise direction. So put minus 3 into 3 is 9 minus the UDL is acting 4 meter length with a load of 2. So WL square by 2, load is 2, length is 2, 4 square by 2. So minus 25. Bending moment at A equal to, here the UDL is the UDL is not acting the entire span. So the UDL is acting for some distance only. So we considering this formula, the point load is acting is moving in a clockwise direction. So minus, put minus sign. 3 into distance is 4 meter minus the load is the UDL is acting clockwise direction. 2 into 4 square by 2 minus the remaining extra term is to a double load into the length into RL. Load is 2 kilonewton. Length, the UDL acting length is 4 meter. Remaining length is 1 meter. This is the remaining length. So here the remaining length is 1 meter. So answer is minus 36 kilonewton meter. For going to draw shear bending moment diagram. Before going to draw bending moment diagram, for point load, the line become inclined. No load means the line becomes straight. UDL means the line become parabolic. Okay. The line become parabolic. Okay, wow. Okay, now going to draw a bending moment diagram. Again we have to draw the datum. Name A, D, C and B. Here the values. Plot the values of bending moment at B0 at C is minus 1, at D is minus 25, at A minus 36 kilonewton meter. Okay, see here for bending moment diagram we have to see this bending moment diagram. Between C and B is UDL is acting, so UDL means parabolic. The curve become parabolic. Between D and C UDL is acting. UDL means again parabolic. Consider there is no load between A and D, so the line become straight line. Inclined straight line. Okay, finish at A to D. Negative bending moment diagram. Thank you for watching.